Something's creeping, it's right outside. So come on in, and don't be shy. We've got ghosts and UFOs. Brace yourself, get ready for the show. Don't be afraid of the dark. The fun's about to start. Nightmares or tales will inspire. Oh, tonight at the Scaredy Campfire. Have you heard tell of a demon next door? Or maybe a cryptid on the lake shore? There's nothing too strange for us here. So if you're ready, stamp out your fear. Don't be afraid of the dark. The fun's about to start. Nightmares or tales will inspire. Tonight at the Scaredy Campfire. Whoa, whoa.
Welcome back, campers, to episode 10 of the Scaredy Campfires. Tonight marks a milestone: 10 gatherings around the fire, 10 nights of mystery, and countless stories that linger long after the flames die down. For this special episode, we'll be diving into more chilling encounters and eerie experiences shared by those who've walked a little too close to the unknown. So grab your seat, keep the fire crackling, and let's step once again into the shadows together. Some encounters can't be brushed aside, no matter how hard we try to explain them. In a small house in Australia, strange footsteps, shadowy figures, and unexplained voices have plagued one family for years. But for an anonymous Reddit user, things recently escalated into something far more unsettling. An entity that doesn't just appear, but copies the voices and faces of the people they love most. I don't know whether I'm facing a mimic, a doppelganger, or a skinwalker. My partner, 22 male, grandmother, 74 female, and I, 21 female, live in this little house in Australia. We are right behind a railway line, which used to be a river, and there have been multiple paranormal encounters we have had, such as footsteps and voices in the backyard, visual sightings of my dead grandfather, a young girl in a long white dress, and a shadow man that is under the house, which stays under my grandmother's room. My partner has seen shadow figures in our backyard, and they would disappear in front of him. It constantly sets off our dog. Recently, in the past 2 to 4 months, my partner and I have been seeing and dealing with this one entity that copies mine and his voice. He has answered it a few times by accident, but it will mostly copy my voice and call him when nobody else is home and I'm at work. I've seen giant claws coming across the fridge in the kitchen and getting scratches and cuts randomly on my body. I've seen it, but I haven't really heard it. A few weeks ago, I saw this entity looking like my partner came up the hallway into the bathroom and back to the kitchen. Then my actual partner started talking to me from the window while I'm looking at him in the kitchen. And just tonight, the same entity came into my room, stood at the side of my bed looking at me, and then walked out. Usually, when my partner comes in the room, he'll say something like, "Hey, my honey," or "Hey, my baby," but this was just unsettling because he didn't say anything. Then the figure just walked out. About 30 seconds later, my partner came out of the bathroom and into the bedroom. If anybody knows what we are dealing with, please let me know, as we are getting really uneasy with it. We think the shadow man is connected to a piece of the old Sydney prison that my grandmother has. Update: in the past few days, I have been getting banging on the floors, which causes shaking. And at night, my partner and I have been hearing tapping. The tapping is in repetitive sounds like 1, 1, 4, 4, 3, and repeats in that order. It starts around 11 p.m. at night and stops around 7 a.m. the next day. We are unsure of what this means. We have thrown the piece of the jail cell door in the skip bin and get really uneasy feeling, straight after my partner almost threw up. What could this mean? To this day, the user and their family remain deeply unsettled, unsure whether they are dealing with a mimic, a doppelganger, or something darker tied in the past. The voices, the tapping, the figure by the bed, none of it has left them with answers, only unease. Some entities don't just haunt a home, they adapt, they follow, and they learn. Sometimes the most unsettling encounters aren't with ghosts or shadows, but with something far older, something that shouldn't exist at all. In a quiet subdivision on the edge of the southeastern US woods, Reddit user u/expert mysterious recalls a moment that shook them to their core. While unloading groceries one evening, they saw a creature that defied logic, a creature that looked straight out of prehistory. Nobody believes me when I tell them about a pterodactyl-like creature or pteranodon, since it was of decent size and had noticeable head crest. It was 5 or 6 years ago and it was around sunset time, so around 7 p.m. during summer. I live in the southeastern US in a fairly small town but in a subdivision. Our subdivision here is surrounded by a small forest that opens up into a larger forest area. I was unloading groceries from my driveway when I looked down the road onto the forested area. I see a fairly large flying animal cross the road at a decent speed, quickly disappearing into the forest. I vividly remember its entire anatomy, from the thin bat-like wings to the long snout and crest, all with a leathery light brown skin. When I saw it, I felt a fear that I had never felt before just overcome me and throw me into a shock. My stomach dropped and I honestly didn't know what to do. I had other family members with me at the time, but I decided to stay quiet. I said to myself, no fucking way did I just see what I just saw. There's just no way. I told several people after, and they said it was probably just a deer prancing across the road. There's just no way it was a deer. The white-tailed deer here have a noticeable white underbelly and obviously lack the large flapping wings. I measured the distance from my driveway to the point of the road I saw it cross, and it was around 100 meters or 350 feet. There are large vultures and birds of prey in our area, but they are much smaller than what I saw, especially at that distance. I later did digging and found that multiple other people have had similar experiences seeing pterosaur-like creatures. It creeps me out thinking about it every time I take a walk around my neighborhood. It's the only weird thing I've ever seen in my time living here. To this day, u/expert mysterious can't shake the memory of that leathery figure crossing the road, wings stretching wider than any bird they'd ever seen. Family dismissed it, but they know what they saw. Was it a surviving relic from another time, a trick of the light, or something else entirely? Some sightings don't just haunt you, they rewrite the boundaries of what you believe is possible. That brings us to the end of episode 10, campers. 10 nights of stories that remind us of the unknown is never too far away. Thank you for sitting by the fire and sharing in these mysteries with us. It's your company that makes each gathering special. If you've got a story of your own, don't be shy. We'd love to hear it. Until next time, keep your lanterns lit, your ears open, and remember, some shadows don't fade when the fire burns out. We'll see you in the next one.
As the night gets longer and the darkness creeps in, the eerie silence broken only by whispering wind. Come gather round the fire, the flickering flames, and hear the tales of the spooky and the strange. A chill up your back, a shiver up your spine. You'll be haunted by the things that you find. Legends will unfold and stories will be told at the scale